Okay, this is Lucas Muller doing his first video book report here in our homeschooling environment, although we are actually at his cousin's house, so he's sitting in a big comfy chair. And all right, Luke, what's the name of the book that you just finished?
The Giver.
The Giver. Show us the cover of that book. And who wrote that book?
Lois Lowry.
Okay, and how long did it take you to read that book?
About 2 or 3 hours.
2 or 3 hours, so quick read. And out of 5 stars, how many would you give it?
Probably about a 4. The only thing I didn't like about it, why I gave it a 4, because it had a really bad ending.
Okay, how would you like to see the ending? What would you have liked as a different ending?
Well, he actually found civilization and got actually began to know what it's like, instead of just saying he thought he heard music, or maybe people singing, or maybe it was just an echo, and that's all it said.
And that's all it said.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna just take a quick break so I can turn that down. Here we are in Annie Kathy's house, and there's my husband. So just a moment. Hello, I'm videoing Lucas. What's going on? Saturday, yep. Okay, love you, bye. Okay, so as far as this book goes, what character did you like the best? Or just tell us about some of the characters.
Well, there was
In a big loud voice.
Jonas, who is the main character in the book, and he becomes a receiver, which is a greatly honored job. But in this book, people choose the jobs for you. There's no such thing as colors, no temperature, no birthdays. Everybody just advances in one every year. So that they don't even have years, they just do. See, if somebody was 2, you could only be in group 1. So it's like 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s, 9, 10, 11s, and the last one is 12s. And then after the 12s, it becomes adult. And then there's Asher, which is his best friend, who talks really fast. And one time, instead of saying, "I want my snack," he's like, "I want my smack." And he and there's a stick thing that was like called a smack, and it was used to whip if they did something wrong. And he actually got the smack, and he also got a snack though, more applesauce than anybody else, which I don't know why, but then he has the other friend named Fiona, and it's a girl, and I don't really know much about her, but yeah. And then there's another one of my characters, which is a giver, and he's technically the old receiver, and he can't be called the giver, the receiver anymore, so he's gonna be called the giver. And it's near the very end of the book, Jonas and the giver propose a plan to leave, but before that, he learns that by releasing people, like releasing a baby, and there is the mother never gets to actually see her kids. So as soon as she gives birth, they get taken away and sent to home units, which is kind of weird. But sometimes if they have twins, then one of them has to get killed, and not really killed, but released. And by releasing it, people think that they like send them off into an off-land place or something, but it actually means they kill him by injecting something into one of the veins, and it kills him. So they do that to newborns that aren't like silent and nice and if they make a single cry or whimper or toss or turn in their bed while they're sleeping, they'll have to wait like a whole. They're gonna have to like get released, unless if they can like put it together the next couple of weeks. But yeah, they get assigned, and people sometimes apply for children. Which seems weird, but Jonas actually watches one of the kids getting killed by his own dad. He didn't. The dad is just knows and the giver's like, that's what I had to do to see the last person I had to train but failed, and she had the same fate because she applied for releasing.
And what does the giver give Jonas?
Memories of the past, like colors and birthdays and love and all the stuff that they've forgotten.
And what does that do to Jonas?
And they also give him pain and suffering and hunger, because that's stuff that they don't remember there, because there's like pain pills and stuff like that. And yeah, so I have a sore throat, so I can't talk that loud. But yeah.
And who would you recommend this book for?
Well, I think when my brother would read it, and just people who like. I don't know. Actually, I don't know what type of book this is. It's a good book, I'll tell you that much. But I don't know if it's a fiction. I'm pretty sure it's a fiction. It could happen, but no, it couldn't.
You think there could be a place where there's no color and no temperature?
It could happen, but for some of it, like sharing memories, that couldn't happen. But possibly forgetting what colors are and stuff, that could happen if they just go and start a whole new community with it's all established and all controlled and everything. But yeah, it's a good book.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No.
If you could write a book, what type of book would you write?
I thought I was supposed to be beginning a book review on this book.
You are. I'm just asking you one more question.
I don't know.
What's your favorite book to read?
Probably about 1, 2. Probably right now, the Irrigan series. A couple weeks later, it was the Harry Potter, but now it's the Irrigan. The Irrigan, Elders, Bersinger, and Inheritance. So, and a couple weeks before the Harry Potter, I was in the Percy Jackson. A couple weeks before that, the Diary of a Wimpy Kid. And a couple weeks before that, Irrigan series again. And a couple weeks before that, Percy Jackson series again. And
you like to read?
Yes.
Yes. Is that your favorite thing to do?
Yeah.
Oh, more so than video games?
Yeah. Hey, if I'm in a good book, you'll see me reading while Jensen's playing.
Oh. That could be true. Oh, there's the eyebrow.
Really? That
all right.
could be true?
Love you, bud.
Yeah, that's all I'll tell.